Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sports. Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What up? Say it again. For what? I hear you, brother.
They'll run on first down. Boyd, he'll have a first down.
Ain't no quitting today, baby.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone.
No quitting today.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
No quitting today.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Right there.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
There we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, it's Boyd. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Jackson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They go play action now. Jackson.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Very good. Very good. Very good.
T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, man, watch the boot. 54 is Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check. Check. Okay. Check three.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On third down, a run from Breida.
Good job, baby.
Result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Oh, wow.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let's go.
Now Jackson to throw on third down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
That's that bullshit, boy.
Touchdown, Baltimore. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
No. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now it's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They run with Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Here we go.
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And it's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone. That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go one more. Jim.
Jackson on first down. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
Oh,
traffic, and now he's free.
Oh, my gosh.
That ball gets
oh, my gosh.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run the jet sweep.
Yes, sir. Let's play.
That one covered beautifully.
Let's play.
Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Let's play.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Back. Switch. Check nickel.
Now Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
There we go.
Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They come out here in the eye. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They run forward.
Boom!
Get in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Boyd looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Boyd. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's put that team on the clock. Check 26.
Jackson on 3rd down. And,
You can't fucking pick everything, bro.
Picked off at the 21.
Damn.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Dude fucking cover everything. Fucking cover everything.
Football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup.
Bullshit, bro.
2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Let's go. Come on.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It's a gain of 6. Moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch. You got tight. You got tight right there. 54 is Mike. 54 is let's go. Yeah, let's get edges. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football
Shit
game.
trash, boy.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This is Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Trash. Good game, dog.
Deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Ravens,